What's up, you guys? It's James Zombie Chris with another zombie cigar review. Let's take a look at what we'll be smoking today. Alright, you guys, so what we have today is the second sister in the Yummy Bitches, Crazy Alice. So what we have is a Robusto Short Pyramid. The size is 4.5 by 52. The country is Nicaraguan. The binder and filler are still proprietary, of course. They didn't want you guys to know their secrets. And the body on this is supposed to be a medium to full. Right now I'm just getting like a sweet tobacco smell. So I'm gonna cut into this and we'll get it started. I wanted to thank Highland Cigars. They knew I was in the market for a new cutter, and I went down there and they hooked me up with a nice cutter. I got a really good deal on it. I can't tell you exactly what a great deal I got on it, but it was an extremely good deal. If you're ever in Phoenix in the Scottsdale area, definitely check out Highland Cigars. Go down there, they have great premium cigars, and they'll definitely make sure that you're taken care of. As for Scott, he's the one that's been helping me. I really appreciate it, Scott, so thank you. First cut with this cutter, the XO sidecar cutter. So let's see how it works. Cuts beautifully. Ooh. On the cold draw right now, you get the sweetness from the tip because this is, again, a sweetened tip cigar. Get like a cinnamon cocoa on this. It's really nice on the pre-lit draw. That's right. I'm gonna get this torched and get ready to smoke. This did have a closed foot, so you want to make sure that you don't end up burning too much of this. Alright. We got our lit, and right now it's hard to tell much of anything. So I'm gonna get into this and I'll come back with the first third. Alright, so just starting out right now with the first few draws of this first third. It's really sweeter than the Sweet Jane was on the tip. It's not overpowering, it's still very good and pleasant. I'm getting a little bit of cocoa on this right now and slight pepper. I'll come back. As you can see, there's a lot of smoke being produced through this one right now. Getting into this first. The burn is a little bit off, but I'm pretty sure it'll catch up. The Sweet Jane did. So, Crazy Alice, we'll see how this continues to go. I want to get a little further into the first before I start to tell you what I'm getting out of it. But right now I am definitely getting some sweetness off of that tip, and some cocoa. So I'll continue on and see where this continues to take me. So, thanks for checking in. Alright, so unfortunately I think I'm going to have to touch this one up because it's definitely uneven on the burn. The wrapper is really dark chocolate Maduro, and it has a tooth to it that I don't think you can see it, but it has like ash bumps on it. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to focus in on that, but it's really great so far. Like I said, what I'm getting out of this is definitely some cocoa. I'm getting a little bit of earth. On the retro help, I'm getting like a slight bit of pepper and some coolness. But I'm gonna touch this up and I'm gonna continue on, and see you guys in a second. Alright, so finishing up the first third, obviously I had some construction issues, having to fix the burn line and everything. As far as the flavors and the notes, it's been pretty much that sweet tip, adding to like a sweet cocoa and a little bit of earthiness, as well as a very slight pepper on the retro hell. I'm gonna continue on to the second third. Hopefully the burn continues to do well. As you can see, it's caught up pretty well, and I'll come back with some more thoughts. As you can see, the ash is holding on pretty well too in this first third, so I think because I had to touch it up, it's a little bit messed up. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure it would have been pretty solid. Like I said, from the tooth on the wrapper, there's like little, I'm gonna call them ash bumps, like goosebumps, but ash bumps on the ash, and it looks really cool. In the second, so far in the beginning, nothing new was introduced as far as flavor wise, and it's continuing to give off a lot of smoke. It is a little bit windy out here today. It's a beautiful day in Phoenix, but like I said, I'm gonna continue. If there's any other updates, I'll come back and let you know. So quick update. On the retro hell now, I'm starting to get that floral that I was getting in the Sweet Jane. So it's not like a bouquet of flowers. It's just like, and it's not a potpourri. It's just a nice floral note, as well as a sweetness and like almost like a log fire, like maybe if you were burning like some redwood or something. It's really pleasant. It's very aromatic. The aroma that you're getting off of it is kind of like that, like firewood, but not your basic firewood. It's really different. I didn't expect it out of this, but that's just what I'm getting right now. So I'll come back with any further updates. So getting into the second third, now I'm picking up a little bit of like a maple. Maple and a coffee, like a slight bit of maybe like a caramel as well. The burn, unfortunately, is still all over the place, as you can see. So that's unfortunate. But I'm really enjoying this one right now. I'll come back with some more updates. I'll probably have to take the band off pretty soon. So, oh, and self-correcting. So that's a good thing. You can tell the ash is about to fall off as well into the second third. So I'll come back with the final third in a few moments. As I stopped shooting that last segment, the ash did fall off. It released a little bit more of a flavor in there. Like maybe like a caramel or something. The sweetness on the tip has faded just slightly. It's stayed on there pretty well. The burn, it caught up to itself and it's flawless now. But it did have some issues in the beginning. Maybe because of that closed foot, it might not have just caught everything properly. It could have been my error as well. It could be the wind. Like I said, it's kind of windy out here. So I'm gonna continue on. I'll come with any further updates. Alright, so starting into this final third, there's definitely like I still get some of that coffee. And also there's some kind of like, I want to say it might be nutmeg. And there's like a finish on the tongue that's just kind of lingering. As far as the aromatics of this, it still smells really well, really pleasant. The sweetness on the tip has pretty much almost all gone now, and it kind of leaves like a tingle on your lips now. Maybe from the pepper, the little bit of pepper that is in here still on the retrohale and stuff. And that floral essence has definitely kicked up a little bit inside the cigar now. Still smoking pretty well. The ash is holding on still very well as it gets smaller towards the back here. There's not much else I can say about it. The construction, like I said, has been a little bit off and on, but I'll come back with more of the final third if there's any updates. The burn, again, just went a little sideways, so, but I'll continue smoking and I'll come back to you guys. I'm getting really close to where I'm gonna be turning this out. I might smoke it to about right here, but the flavors are pretty much the same. It started off with like that cocoa and pepper and earth, and then yeah, a little bit of like a maple or caramel in there, and then the coffee as well, and like there was like some floral notes towards the end here that are still going on. I'm gonna come back with a rating for this. I'm gonna try and keep it as fair as possible. This is the one that I purchased where the shop inflated the price, but I'll come back with the actual rating on this. Alright you guys, so for the rating on the Crazy Alice, as far as curb appeal and how it catches your eye, it has that nice dark Maduro wrapper. It's a pyramid shape. The band on this one is really nice, just like the Sweet Jane. All three of them are gonna have a nice band, so for that they're gonna get its full point. For price, like I was saying, this is the one that I went to the shop and they inflated the price. Normally I see these for about $7.35. I paid $11 for this one. Some shops do that. I mean, they gotta make their money, I understand. So on this one, unfortunately, because of that, I'm gonna give it a half point. I wish it could have been cheaper. I think about $7 is just about right for this one. I wouldn't pay $11 for this again. Construction, obviously, I had a lot of burn issues. Had to touch it up once or twice, and the burn kept going off and on, off and on. It would self-correct, so that, I mean, that does speak a little bit of volume into it. But I'm gonna give it a half a point just for that. As far as flavors, I'm gonna give it its full point. Like I said, there was some maple in there, the coffee notes, as well as the little bit of pepper, the sweet cocoa, and a little bit of earth and floral notes that I was getting on this. So for the flavors and complexity, I'm definitely gonna give it its full point. I'm not mad at the flavors on this one. Like I said, I think that there might be a little bit of possible pipe tobacco in these. I'm not 100% sure because, you know, the binder and the fillers are proprietary, so I'm not sure about that. But I mean, it's still overall good tasting smoke. I love it. Like I said, I'll buy it again if I find it in the $7 range. So overall experience, I wasn't enjoying the fact that it was burning off and on like that. I want to just be able to smoke my cigar and not have to worry about having to touch it up or worrying about touching it up or if I should touch it up. So I'm only gonna give it a half a point for that. So altogether it has 3.5 points. So, you know, 3.5 points. It's an average stick. It's very good. Drew Estate does an amazing job, especially with this Deadwood Tobacco Company. I really enjoy the Sweet Jane, and I do enjoy the Crazy Alice. Next week is the Fat Bottom Betty, which is one of my favorite cigars. I hope I don't have any burn issues with that one. But thank you guys for reviewing it. That concludes our review on the Crazy Alice. Again, thank you guys for viewing these. I appreciate your support. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, you can give it a thumbs down. I like the likes up though a little bit more, so please give me more of those. Also subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications on whenever I put new content up. Again, I want to thank Highland Cigars for hooking me up with my Cigar XO cutter. I love this thing. It's all black. It's all like everything. You'll see me in black all the time. Like I said, just again, thank you guys. Check out Highland Cigars in Scottsdale. You can check them out online as well. I appreciate you guys' support. I hope you guys have a good day, a good cigar. Thanks for rocking with me. Peace.